Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. We've got a lot of new products today. I've got an eyeshadow palette, I've got bronzers, powders, foundations, blush, lips I think. If you want to see what we're going to do, it's worth it, I think. Don't know yet because I've got a naked face. Stick around and find out, but first don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go play. Guys, I've got a lot. I'm not saying I have a blush addiction at the moment, but I've got a problem. We've got a heap of blush. We have got the new makeup by Mario Softsculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. We've got the new Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Foundation. The powder. The new Glaminatrix Cosmetics Barely Basic Palette. Let's look at that. Let's play. So, I'm going to start with the makeup by Mario. This I have been so keen to try, and I'm going to take my glasses off in a minute, but I want to have a look at this. So it is a bronzing and shaping serum. So there's two ways you can use this. I have the shade Light. I've shaken it up earlier, but it looks mottly in there. It looks like the bronzer hasn't mixed in real well. I don't know, it looks like it's loose pigment in there. So there are two ways to use this. One is with a doe foot applicator, as you can see. The other is with a pump. Now, so this says it's a multi-use liquid bronzer that warms the complexion with a sun-kissed glow and softly shapes targeted areas with a sheer natural second skin finish. Comes in a 2-in-1 breakthrough packaging. We've just seen that. The pump for all over warmth, the one for targeted. It hydrates and nourishes with hyaluronic acid and vitamin C while leaving a healthy looking soft blurred effect. Use on bare skin or over foundation. So we're going to use it both ways. What does that mean for my foundation I'm going to use? I don't know. Let's see how long it takes to pump out. Oh, that's one pump. 1.5 pump set. I think that's going to be more than enough. My skin's pretty hydrated. I've just prepped with the Embryolis, and I'm going to use a brush to put this on. Oh yeah, I think I'll use a brush to put this on to start with. I'm just mixing it up there because I don't want it too thick. So I'm just putting it on half of the face just to see if it warms it up. I'm looking just a smidgen warmer there. Bearing in mind I've used a very minimal amount. Just with how it's bearing in mind, as I said, that I've got a foundation to try. Now, just put it on with my fingers. Ooh. It's got a slight scent to it, not strong. I can't even. It's gone now. So that's just warmed my skin up nicely. I'm using this essentially as my primer today. I'll put the lid on that because we will revisit that in a second. So while that is soaking in, I have to put my glasses on so I can read out to you. Next, we have the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Foundation. I have the shade Nude. Ultra High Performance Foundation, smooth skin appearance and helps control oil without dryness for waterproof, sweat proof and humidity resistant wear. This lightweight Colour True formula delivers 24-hour coverage that seamlessly covers imperfections, revealing skin that appears naturally flawless. Its buildable medium to full coverage formula masterfully, gosh, couldn't get that out, diffuses the line between makeup and skin for a soft matte coverage so undetectable they'll think you were born this way. Let's see how we go with this. I'm not doing a wear test on this, as in it's after work already today. I was just super keen to try it out. Oh, I'm going to put this on because I've had one of the Maybelline Superstay vinyl inks on, and that is the Ordinary Amino, Squalane and Amino Acids Lip Balm. So I'll put that on. If you can hear a noise, Jelly is behind me on the floor. She may have to go out. Oh, see how this feels. Interesting little packaging. It feels slippy and silicone-y. I'm going to use this over the next few days to see how I go. Okay, so the foundation, I'll put one side on with a brush, one side with a sponge. I'll probably even it out with the sponge, truth be told. That is just on 2 pumps. First pump was only really half a pump. Go in with a brush first. I'm hoping, yeah, this is the right shade. Feels nice on the skin. I've got a bit of a pimple there that's popped and bled a little bit. I might have scratched it in my sleep. Oh, that coverage is beautiful with a brush. I mean, it's not covering that little thing, but I wouldn't expect it to. That's something that needs extra coverage. Start that brush around. Right, that's nice coverage with a brush, and I've still got some left. Okay, I'll put another pump on here, and I'm using the Juno & Co microfiber sponge. That is covering quite nice as well. You know, it's funny because normally we'll get, I'm just going around my nose here because I didn't get right in there with the brush. Normally there'll be a real noticeable difference sometimes between the sponge and a brush, but it might be just a little bit smoother with the sponge. I mean, that was pretty easy coverage. It wasn't a huge amount that I used. That's gorgeous coverage, actually. My skin, by the way, is pretty balanced. It used to lean to dry, little bit combo. Now it's pretty ideally balanced. I like that. I really do. I need to put some concealer on. So, have I got a new concealer? I've got a colour corrector here that's new to me. I don't know if this is new out. It's the, no, it's not. It's the NYX Pro Fix stick. So, it's a peach colour correcting. I don't know how I feel about this. We may just go in a little bit with some extra foundation in a minute. Yeah, might be a bit too peach for me, but that's okay. Sometimes colour correctors are just absolutely that, just a straight colour corrector. Look at that, I've got some gunk under my eye from my makeup earlier. So I'm just going to go over that now that I've colour corrected with a little bit of Kosas not new to me, but clean off that brush. Actually, I'll use my sponge. Not new to me, not new to any of us, but was within easy reach. You can see I'm not particularly brightening up under my eyes now, and I'm doing that very, very specifically for how my skin works. Now, while this is drying down, because I want this to dry down a little bit before I set with the powder, and before I go back in with this, and then I'll set my T-zone with powder. But while I'm waiting for this to naturally air dry down, I'm just going to prep my eyelids. If you're wondering why they're pink, the eyeshadow look I'm about to do now, I'm doing a different look to what I created, but it is a pinkish pigment, and it has stained my lids today. It'll come off by the morning, but I'm just going to prep my lids now. I don't believe I have a new brow pencil, so I will also do my brows and be right back. Okay, so now I have prepped my eyes. That has dried down. We're going to go in with the other end of this and use the doe foot. So it's let's see how we go. I'm just getting a little bit off that. We always take a risk when we go all over our face, but look, it's up to me to find out if this is going to dry down too quick to blend, so that if you are interested in this product, you will know what to do and what to avoid. It does grab, you can see there's sort of clumps, it's grabbing a little bit. Okay, let's blend this out before she dries down too much. Okay. It's quite, the product's quite thin, which is not a bad thing. I mean, look at that. Okay, let's just stamp here. Like I said, I've got light. I think I've got the lighter shade, so this it might be a bit subtle. You can just see that. But she's blended in. I am going to put a little bit more to see if it is buildable. I mean, I've probably got too much now. Both sides have got a decent amount, which is why I'm not putting any more up there, because I can stamp up and around. I mean, now I got the Too Faced one recently, which I love, super creamy and pigmented. You can go in with a, like, you can end up with too much real quick. It's gorgeous and I do love it. This is more subtle. This is quite neutral toned. Look, can you see the glow? Oh, I haven't tried the Mario foundation. This makes me want to. I mean, colour my ear a little. Oh, is it me or is that really nice? In fact, it's so nice that I'm tempted to get the next darker shade, but no, don't mess with the good thing, because that's just nice. Nice. Gorgeous, in fact. Too Faced Born This Way Soft Blur Flexible Finishing Setting Powder. This I have a little issue with. I have used it the last couple of days and I do like it, but I do need to point out, for example, the product amount in this is stupidly small. 4.3 grams in this, and she's expensive. The Nakia Joy, do I have, is 9 grams and cheaper. The Home Beauty is 13 grams and cheaper. The Ambient Lighting is 10 grams. So gram for gram, this is dearer than the Hourglass Ambient Light, just as an FYI. So you need to think about that because they've been a bit sneaky with it, haven't they? Always, always, always look at the weight. Don't be fooled. I knew as soon as I picked this up, like, she's thin, but don't be fooled by, and a classic example that I will use is the little Westman Atelier face serum, whatever it's called, and the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. They look poles apart in size, but are exactly the same. 30 mils standard. Going in on a puff now, and just going into the T-zone, going over just where I have sculpted my nose there. Again, don't forget, if using a puff, to press it into the back of your hand, and what that does is make sure that you don't end up with clumpy bits, or into your mirror. It just disperses it better. And I nearly just did that. I will say it's immediately blurring, yeah? So I'm just going around. I'm not going to touch where my Mario is because I'm really liking that subtle glow on my cheekbones. But I'm blurred. I am blurred without a doubt. You can use a brush to go into your T-zone. I hate when a product comes out that immediately looks good on you. Actually, not cheap. What I'm going to do now is just put a little bit of moisture, and I'm going to set down my face with a little bit of spray. I don't have anything new. I will dry that down, come back, and we will get into some more. Okay, let's look at blushes. I mean, guys, I've gone a bit stupid, to be quite honest. I have the MAC Cushion Blush, which I used in a look this morning. I have the Morphe Hot Shot. I have the Morphe Euphoric. And I have 2 of the new Kosas, so I actually think I'm going to go in with Swoon, which is a pinky brown mauve. I haven't used this one. I just need to swatch it to see if it is going to work with the look I'm going to create, or if it's going to be too much. Oh no, that's nice. Okay, let's go in with it, shall we? So see, this is another blurring product. I bought Blist, which is a warm peachy pink rose, and I liked it, so I went back and got this one because look at that. Oh yeah, we're going a little bit nuts today. So these look like, obviously, they're looking, I'm trying to get the reflect down. They're looking like the Hourglass, and I think they're coming for Hourglass. Swirl your finger on there. It's a beautiful wash of colour. I think Kosas are coming for Hourglass this year. And let me tell you, unless they release something pretty darn amazing, I am not going for their palette this year. I skipped the last one. No regrets. No regrets. No FOMO, because I just don't reach for the ones that I have. I've got something special now. We have the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. I have the shade Peachy, I think it's called. I'm pretty sure that is what it's called. I've heard really amazing things about this. I just don't know whether to put it. Let me just check. I'm really nervous about putting it straight onto my face, so in the first instance, I'm just going to put a little bit onto a palette. Just a littlest bit. And swirl it. It's like a blush lighter. Like I said, I'm going for all of it. Oof. Okay, let's do it. Can you see? Like, let's tap that bad boy in. Oh. I am glowy in the best possible way. Okay, just using the leftover, no, there is no leftover on here, so I'm running a risk. Now, let's see how we go. Straight up, and it's just so pretty. There's a few shades in that. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I shan't go back. I won't go back. I might go back. Righty ho. So let's get to this. I have created a look using this that you won't see yet, that'll be up probably Monday. I'm doing 4 looks, 1 palette with this, hopefully by then. But we will do a slightly different look with this. I'm going to do a halo eye, I do believe. We'll see where we go. Okay, I've just turned off one of my ring lights because I've got 3 that sit behind here, and I've just turned off the smaller central one just because I felt like it was washing me out too much, and I don't like to colour correct post in videos. But that's the first of the things that I have done. The second thing that I've done, you can see a little bit of glitter fall out there. I was doing a halo look in Just a Rosy Colour Story. I went in way too hard, so I've taken it off. And what I'm going to do instead is, in the dedicated video, there is going to be monochromatic colour looks on each of the rows. But I think I'm going to play across rows right now, and we'll do something from a few of the different shades. Let's see how we go, because I have not used all of these. So I'm going to go in with the shade Girl Dinner. And just run that across. So as I said before, there is glitter fallout, shimmer fallout. It's not a deal breaker. If I hadn't been rushing to redo, this would flick off. So just neutralising my eyes a bit with that shade. What are we going to go in with now? We might go in with the shade Like. And run that through our crease. The issue that I have doing halo eyes, and I do them very, very occasionally, is because of how hooded my eyes, and they're not just hooded, they're sagging. So sometimes it's just a bit too much and I have to work really, really hard for them to be seen. Doesn't mean it can't be done, it just means it's hard work. And these are pigmented, and I went way hard with it. So don't forget, look ahead into your mirror, and as you can see, these just blend out. If you can't see this shade when you look straight ahead into a mirror, then it won't show up. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous shadow. A little bit of the Dior in my brow. So just tickling this around. It's a really fluffy brush. It means it spreads the colour fast and it buffs out beautifully. And then we're going to focus a bit more. So this is a smaller ended brush, and we're going to go in with the shade, I think that's called Review, in this brown row. Just tuck that. And this is interesting because this is a cool colour story, this is a warm colour story. Might need to dip into the neutrals. I'm not dipping into these green mattes at all in this instance. But sometimes colour stories, cool and warm, do not mix, but sometimes they do, and I have found it is when I am using Glaminatrix that I can make it work. If you can hear the cutlery, my darling hubby is setting the table because he's cooked dinner. He's a good boy. So just angling that brush down now, as you can see. So I've gone from tucking it in and right into the hood there to now down, and I'm using it to buff out. So again, tuck it into the hood to create a bit of depth and a bit of intensity, then turn it down to buff out. Going back into that transition shade now and just reapplying on the edges. You know the deal. If you've been watching, it doesn't always mean that you can just have at it in one foul swoop and move on. You go back and assess. Right, let's just going to use a neutral eyeliner in my waterline to open up my eye, and under the eye, just looking at it, we're going to go into the shade, I can't read it, this one here. I'm not even going to try and force myself to read it, to be quite honest. You know the drill. And as you can see, I'm only going to go halfway because this is quite dark. And I don't want it to be too intense. Let's buff it out with, I'm going to tap there, and then I'm going to tap there. What am I doing? Am I crazy? We've got cool tone and a warm tone working together. Who'd have thunk? So, don't mind me going all quiet while I'm sitting here with my mouth cocked open. Just buffing back and forth along here. It's attractive, isn't it? Now, what are we going to go into? You know what? Oh, let's just do it. This is the shimmer in the green row. Does it go with it? No. Are we going to use it? Yes. I'm just tapping that in gently with my finger. That I love shimmer. I love, 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 love. I could sing a song to it. I cannot wait to do a look with that whole row. Damn it. Okay, so on that outer corner, we used that, yeah? So we need to get back in there and just darken that up again. And here is where we get a little bit concerned because this is quite a warm, but let's not worry about that. Let's go into this shade here and just drag over the edge of that there. I know you're worried it's dimming its light. It's not. And we were using that shade, I believe. Let's just tickle that around the edge. Okay. Do you know the Pink song that she sings with her daughter, Cover Me in Sunshine? I'm hearing in my head, Cover Me in Shimmer. Cover me in shimmer. Now, I have a lot of fallout here just because I've been insane with multiple lots of shimmer. Again, I would, particularly with this, if you're going to go hard in the shimmers, look at doing your eyes first. We have not in this instance, and that is okay. I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. Let's try, I think this says FYP, for your pleasure. Looking at the shift in it. Ooh, look. Righty-ho. Let's tuck that in here. Can you see? Can you see the fiery shift in that corner? Like, hold on, let me do this and tuck it in here, and you can see a fiery shift. It is this shade here, and I'm really hoping that this is showing up again. Oh. Hold on. You just see that there. It looks great to me. I just don't know if you can see it. And just swiping that into there. I've just stuck on a Natasha Denona lip liner. It's not new. No. This is new to me. It's the MCO Beauty Dream Lip Tint Hydrating Gel. It's a pinky rosy colour. Even with my glasses on, I can't read the shade. I'll have to look it up. So, let's... I don't know if this is a lip stain. It's very jelly-like and not jelly dog-like. That feels like it wants to slip right off. I don't know if that's... It's left a little bit of colour there. What I am going to do is have an e.l.f. lip oil here that I'm just going to put over the top of that just to gloss my lips up. It's getting a little bit of colour, but not really much, to be quite honest. And just a juicy lip is nice. I am going to set my face down again, and then I'm going to come back with a cheap, very cheap mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, this is the Essence Sensitive Wow Volume Mascara. Haven't tried this one. I normally like an Essence mascara, so I'm hoping that this is another one of their products I like. Just pulling off a little bit of excess because I could see I didn't want it to get clumpy. Okay, so it is not as volumizing as Lash Princess, I can tell you that straight away. Let's keep going and see if we can build this up to give some volume, or if I'm just going to be sadly disappointed. Okay, it's not doing a lot, is it? I like my lashes to look like lashes, but I also have this funny way of trying a product and not liking it immediately because it feels too wet, and then going back to it as it starts to dry a little bit. Not on my lashes right now. This mascara, quite a few mascaras I will open a few times over the course of a couple of weeks, and once a little bit of air has got into it, it then seems to coat your lashes better and build up more. And a couple have become ones that I love because of that. It's a little bit under the eye now. I mean, I just think I'm going to get clumpy if I keep putting this on. Clumpy, end up with it everywhere. It's okay. It's not great. I did have the Panorama mascara here to put on and probably should have done. So that's sort of where we are right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix. Does anyone use a ring spacer on their ring? My ring can't be adjusted down. And I've got this little thing on it, and as I play and move my ring, it unhooks, and now I don't want to get them welded together. But this is where we are at. What do I love in the products I've used today? Well, I'm not that fussed on lips, okay? And I'm not fussed on mascara. But, oh, and the NYX Pro Fix Stick is probably not for me. But first impressions. This is too expensive. It's just too expensive, but it does look good on your skin, unfortunately. For what it is, it's too expensive. Will I use it every day? Absolutely not. Will I use it when I want to go out? When I want to make sure I look blurred and flawless? You betcha. This foundation, first impressions, I haven't done a wear test yet. I don't know how long it will last. I will post a comment pin a comment down below, because I am going to wear this tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, it's today, because this is going to go live while I'm still wearing it, doing a wear test. So I'll let you know how I feel at the end of the day. Kosas Blush. Beautiful Hourglass, she's coming for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so obsessed with that extra glow that puts on. Mario. Love it. So, these, I love all of them. I love them all. This colour story could quite possibly be my favourite colour story yet. Keep an eye out on Monday. I am going to film 4 looks, 1 palette, and it will air Monday for the usual eyeshadow days. This, obviously, we danced through, so it shows you that you don't have to have a straight monochromatic look. I used colours from every row here, and they worked well together. Cool tones, neutrals, warm tones. Colour me in shimmer. Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for that, for copyright. Colour me in shimmer. As I said, yeah, this, I think this look today was beautiful. This shadow, if you liked, this is very similar to a Pat McGrath shimmer from her Bridgerton palettes, if you missed out on that. There's a lot of money here in this one today, guys. I'm sorry if you like them. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you spend your money, but they're good. Look, can we zoom in here first? Look, look at my skin here. Look at it. Normally I would be bogged down with this eyeshadow. Like, we know I'm obsessed with eyeshadow, but I know what I'm wearing on my face tomorrow. I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop. I won't stop. I'm so sorry. These are beautiful. These are beautiful. Not the mascara, not the lipstick, not the concealer, but everything else. Everything else. Oof. Until next time, keep an eye out for Monday for all the 4 looks, 1 palette. But go tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends. Come along, hang out. Please don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends, let me know what you think. All right. Until next time, bye.